So you guys, just so you know, Biden's administration had filed some voter suppression cases when Biden was president because there were states that were actually literally keeping black people from voting. So when that happened, when Trump came in within the first week.
Yeah, January 28th.
That's literally 8 days since he's been elected. He had the DOJ dismiss those cases and unfile those cases, which means that the criminal activity keeping voters from voting continues because the Biden administration case against the illegality of violating the Voting Rights Act was just let go.
Well, if you recall,
I don't recall. It's too much. How do you
recall
it?
Glenn Youngkin was running Virginia, and they purged massive amounts of voters in the state. The DOJ under Biden obviously was challenging this purge, saying that they alleged that it had disproportionately and wrongly removed naturalized citizens from the voter rolls.
People who had the right to vote.
Correct. Like Melania, right?
Well, she came in on a genius visa.
Well,
turns out her vagina can do math. Nope. It's in. Boop, beep. Boop.
Okay, so then fired CISA employees. February 5th, same day CISA employees got fired. Pam Bondi was sworn in as the U.S. Attorney General. She had publicly
what did she say about elections?
Stated she was an election denier.
So
when he lost
again, so he puts in head of the DOJ someone who believes that the election that he was in charge of was a fraud election.
She said there was mass evidence of cheating in Pennsylvania. Okay. She had previously said this.
So mass cheating. Okay, let's go over the mass cheating.
Okay.
And you can look this up too.
That sounds more
There
fun
were
than it
65 court cases filed nationwide regarding voter fraud. And there was anomalies in the system, and there was dead people that voted, and there was aliens that voted. I'm not talking illegal aliens. I'm talking ETs who voted. So there was all these. Biden.
I really had a need to complete that. I don't know why.
I saw your OCD just kick in. Just like, touch my finger. Hey, do it again. Let's do it again.
Don't vote.
Don't vote. No.
Then, same day.
That movie's so old, no one's going to know what we just did.
No idea. Same day, DOJ established the Weaponization Working Group under Pam Bondi. Task force ordered to review the activities of all the president's perceived enemies, including people involved in investigating what happened on January 6th.
Do you remember, though, at the time, do you remember when he was running and they asked him if he's going to have an enemies list? And he said no.
But Kash Patel said yes.
And now they have an enemies list.
So
Kash Patel also an election denier.
Anyone involved in just doing their job and running or participating in an investigation
committed to right and wrong. Committed to right and wrong.
Correct. And prosecuting anybody who prosecuted Trump during that time or any of his businesses. These were all people that she ordered to be investigated by this WWG, including, obviously, they started an investigation into Jack Smith and the Manhattan DA.
And
Alvin Bragg. I could not think of Alvin Bragg. Damn, cut out that thinking
Also
time.
Letitia James, who had him. So
who was the AG of the state.
Pathetic, thin-skinned, no-character coward bitch goes after anybody who just points out that he's a criminal. And by the way, how do we know he's a criminal? 34 felonies and a rape case, and he had to pay off on.
I was so happy, you guys, that he had to pay that $5 million to her.
There's another 83 he's supposed to pay.
Yes, but it was like, that's what I mean. I sometimes feel like there's parallel worlds happening at the same time where you see justice served at the same time. No one can touch him. You know,
and our media seems to go batshit for stuff that's made up and the stuff that really happens. They have no clue or responsibility to report. There's so much that this dickhead did that our media just kind of glosses over. And I was watching CNN guy, unwatchable. Don't watch CNN anymore. I watched it. It is so right leaning at this point. It's Fox Light now.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground. And I watch Anderson Cooper slowly dying. He's literally, it's like someone threw water on him. He's just slowly every day, slowly dying.
Well, they fired Don Lemon, and Don Lemon
got arrested.
He got arrested and charged. I mean, along with, I think, 7 other members of the media.
Right.
And so all that is obviously to instill fear in reporting the truth, right?
They tried to end Jimmy Kimmel. They got rid of Scott Pelley over at 60 Minutes. There's some new douche. Colbert. By the way, those 3 people are like always have stood up for America, whether it's healthcare, whatever. Those 3 people have always been told it straight, kept it clean, and were very funny about it, except for Scott Pelley, who was just very dead serious. Yes. You still want to hang out with Scott Pelley?
I do. He's like somebody I would want to have oatmeal with.
Yes, because you'd be wiser. You would leave. It's like Yoda sat down and had a breakfast with you. Yes. That's what that would be.
Yes.
So we've got, and then you may not care, but I blocked CBS on our TV. I went to the menu and it says what channels you can block. And I blocked
CBS. Why are we doing that?
Because Barry Weiss, who runs CBS, has destroyed 60 Minutes. 60 Minutes was like the #1 show on television for 50 years.
What am I going to miss if I don't have CBS? I don't know.
Exactly. You're going to miss some weird half-ass, weak-ass show.
I just watched
about firemen
on Netflix.
Great.
Oh my gosh.
Fortune Feimster.
Oh my gosh. Fortune, what a great, awesome thing for her. I remember when we did the shows with her during COVID here, we streamed live shows with Fortune. She and her wife are the nicest people ever. And I just remember she was worried that her career had started to go and COVID happened. And I remember telling her, I promise you, it's going to be great. You're still you. You're still very unique. She's very funny. And she's a co-star with one of the funniest people on the planet. Yeah. And David Shatraw makes a surprise appearance.
She's his fucking sidekick.
Yes. You got to watch it. It's very funny. He dances in a thong to the thong song in the first episode. Yeah. And you really I just thought nobody does it like Will Ferrell. Nobody is as free or as funny. And I also got that David Shatraw is going to pop up in every television show I watch without ever mentioning it to us until the end of time.
Can I say something about Will Ferrell's acting in The Hawk, which is
Holy crap.
Okay, so look, we all know Will Ferrell's goofy. We all know how funny Will Ferrell can be. There's moments in The Hawk where he is such a good actor where he breaks your heart, and he does it also in a funny way. It was such a good series, and I just texted Fortune. I said, congratulations, we watched it. I said we loved it. It was great. And she's so sweet. She goes, this makes my whole day. She's such a nice human being.
She's so funny.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing. There's a lot of people in show business, you can say off camera they're dickheads, me being one. Fortune Feimster, if you said, if someone came to me and go, yeah, Fortune Feimster's kind of a bitch, I'd probably punch him in the throat as hard as I could. I go, nah, I know her dick.
That would not be deserved.
She is the sweetest human being.
Some people I might believe that about, and they're big time dog people. They brought their dog with them, and I was
guys, when you can't watch The Hawk.
Speaking of being fun and having funny, this episode brought to you by Craft Tales. This is...
Okay, so all right, so we went to a friend of ours' birthday party, Tony Horn's birthday party, and I've stopped drinking. I'm now 90, almost 100. I'm 100 days into not drinking, which is, and I cannot tell you how much clearer I am, how more specific I am. I'm seeing things I never saw before, and that's maybe because I was blind drunk all the time. I don't know if that's why.
You were not.
But I was not. But here's the thing. I'm at this party with everybody. People are drinking, and you have this moment when you stop drinking. You're like, oh man. Okay, I'm not going to be fun anymore. It's not going to be fun anymore. And I had these craft.
Let's tell what it is. So it's a premium craft cocktail mixer. I did.
Why don't we display that?
Yeah, this is easier so you guys can actually see what it looks like. I'm obsessed, as he knows.
I'm obsessed. I had 3 of them one night.
I mixed mine with alcohol, but this is what it looks like, right?
Hand me the other one.
So there's a bunch of different choices. So what I love about this, number one, it appeals to this whole sobriety movement, right? You're not drinking. Tony doesn't drink. Zach doesn't drink. Right. Perfect. And all there is NA beer. And you're not a beer drinker. You always hated beer because of your dad, but you guys would all have NA beer at our parties. And it was weird. always. And so this, if you're not drinking, you pour this over ice or don't. They're amazing. And you get to have a mixed drink feeling without having the mixed drink. I will tell you though, highly recommend. This is my all-time favorite one. It's spicy pineapple margarita.
That's the one.
Oh my God.
Guys, so so you know that little bit of burn you get from the, and I think it's your brain. Like if you get a little burn from it, your brain goes, "Oh, okay, that's a drink."
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. And you don't have you're not missing anything. Your body's going, "Okay, all right, we're doing this. We're part of the party." And I remember I had 3 of them that night, and I just felt like it was part of the thing, and I was totally sober, but I felt like I had a drink. They're so good.
They're so good.
They're so
good. The thing that they did, and what I love about it too, is it's real fruit juice, and they use natural botanicals, no added sugar, artificial flavors, or preservatives. If you look at the ingredients, Amber, my friend who's the trainer, she was like, "Let me see this." And
she does it
the one I love, is 45 calories, and it has stevia leaf. It's not sugar. And you have many, many choices. There's a Cosmo, there's a regular margarita, there's a Paloma with hints of spruce. Like they're very multi-layered flavors. Mojito. You guys just have to go to crafttails.com, CRAFTAILS.
And guys, here's the thing.
And they're winning all kinds of awards.
Here's the thing about products. So a lot of people will try, let's say people jump on the NA thing, the non-alcoholic thing. These people, we know these people. These people wanted it to be, they're like us. I want it to feel like a drink and not be a drink. And it does.
Well, it's like, when you go now to like a nice high-end restaurant or bar, how you get like smoked paprika, all of these.
They're like artisan
We
cocktails.
Met the mixologist guy that night, and he takes this stuff quite seriously.
Yes, he does.
And uses all kinds of elevated ingredients like that. And I love that it's these great high-quality ingredients. And again, if you can go online and get different packs to try different things, but mojito, but I love the spicy pineapple margarita. You guys have to try that.
But saying it's healthy and everything is one thing. If the way it tastes, if it was bacon bits, I would still be using it. It's that good.
It's that good.
If to make it taste that good, you had to use bacon bits and a dioxin, I would still drink it. But it's not. It's perfect.
Craft Tales, guys, please don't take that suggestion. Crafttails.com. CRAFTAILS.com.